everybody, it's Camo Dave here. How you doing? Turn up the Springsteen. Hell with the rant. In the car today, doing a couple errands as usual. My topic today is withdrawal. You give up something, you give it up, okay? You give up the booze. You're always gonna have those moments where, that's all you can think about is a drink, right? You give up the cigs, you give up the cigarettes, your brain is wired a certain way, especially if you've been doing it a while. You're always gonna be thinking about doing some more of it. You know what I'm saying? Even if you give it up, it's a lifelong battle. It's a lifelong battle. Your food, you go on a diet, you lose some weight, it's good. You've done some good stuff, but there's always going to be those moments where, oh my God, I want a tub of ice cream, or I want that whole bag of sour cream and onion potato chips, or whatever. There's always going to be that moment where, it's your brain just says, I want it, and it's the same thing with the kind of simply living, that kind of thing. You give up, you give up stuff. You get rid of stuff, and you say, I'm gonna now live simply in my life. I don't need all this junk, and yet there's always that moment of weakness, like, gee, I wish I had those 1,000 DVDs in this giant shelf that I could peruse through this afternoon, or remember all that, what I'm doing, I've been on YouTube since 2011, okay? You may not know that, but from 2011 through about 2016, and I still do them occasionally, but not as often, are videos that I talked a lot about Washington, D.C. area radio, Baltimore, Eastern Shore, Maryland, Virginia, that kind of thing. My DCR TV website. 2011 is when I started doing those videos, and I did them all pretty much from my main room in my condo there in Northern Virginia, just outside of D.C. I did those for many years, and I cringe when I watch them. I'm just Mr. Dopey when I do them. You can watch them. You go on my Dave Hughes channel, or go to DCRTV, search for DCRTV 2011, 2012, 2013, and you can watch all these cringe-worthy videos of me bopping around talking about media shite. But I've been watching a few of those old videos the other day just for nostalgic sake, and I do show my old condo quite a bit. And I was, the other day, I'm kind of going, oh goodness, great. I got rid of all my stuff, last couple years. And I am now looking at those videos going, oh darn, I missed that. Oh darn, I missed that. Oh darn, I missed that. Oh, look at that wonderful, whatever. I got rid of my condo in 2017, okay? And it had a lot of junk in it. I wasn't a clutterer, but it had a lot of stuff in it. 2 bedrooms, a big main room, closets full of stuff. I had a lot of stuff in it. And I got rid of a lot of the stuff when I moved. I gave it away. Some of it I trashed. Some of it I took to Salvation Army and Goodwill. I gave quite a bit of it to some of my relatives, the furniture especially. I had this huge stone coffee table that I inherited from my ma, which was gorgeous. It weighed about 800 pounds, but I loved it. My sister has it now, which is cool. It's still in the family, but I kind of miss it sometimes. Wasn't that neat? Wouldn't that look good in my little room now? I don't know. So I put a lot of stuff in storage, okay? What I didn't get rid of, I put it in storage, and it sat in storage for 3 years. And then last year, about a year ago, when I got this apartment here in Morganton, North Carolina, Unstoppable Morganton, I decided I need to go up to the storage locker, and it was costing me $175 a month, inflated prices for that stupid storage locker. And at 5x5 is for 5x10 full height. It wasn't jam full, but I said I got to get rid of that storage locker. I either got to bring the stuff down here to Morganton, or give it away, man, or just get rid of it. And I did that. And I made a lot of runs to the big dumpster at my sister's apartment complex with junk, and I tossed a lot of, I did. And then, I'm sitting now sometimes thinking maybe I threw away too much. Or maybe I gave away too much. I'm getting little pangs of that. I had a couple old radios that didn't work anymore, and they were all junky, and I just tossed them. And now I'm thinking I should have kept them. Oh, I threw away some CDs, or tossed some CDs, or gave them away. Oh, I should have kept some of those. So I had, so many camo pants that I got rid of that either didn't fit anymore, or were out of style, or literally all ripped up. Oh, I should have kept those. That would have been kind of fun to go through today. I look back at all those videos and I see all those cool artwork I had on the wall. I had an old Pez dispenser kitschy picture in the back. Oh, I should have kept that. I have some books that I gave away. I should have kept those. I'm continuously going through and looking at those old videos and going, man, those were cool things. I miss some of that stuff. And then I think, right now, where would I put it all? I'd have to get another storage locker for it all. I couldn't fit it in my apartment. I don't want to clutter up. I do not. One of the things I said when I came down here and got this apartment, I do not want to clutter it up floor to ceiling with junk. And I could do that. We got, I don't know how high those ceilings are, 15, 18 feet up. I could pile boxes, get those storage boxes, from the store and pile them up, and floor to ceiling, and I could probably squirrel away all that junk, Look at all that big. I had a queen size bed when I lived there. I had a whole bunch of shelves. I had over 1,000 DVDs, which I still have. They're technically in my friend's living room in his old house, but I still could get those back. But why do I want them? I don't really, I don't know. But I'm going to the point now where I'm kind of jonesing about all this old stuff, and it's kind of like, I feel like I'm kind of like, the withdrawal, Oh my goodness, this is this little road here, when the sun's coming around, you just can't see what's coming. It's right there we go. Anyway, so, I'm getting that withdrawal feeling, oh, I miss this. Oh, if I had, I would love to spend a rainy Sunday afternoon going through my old DVDs or all the artwork that I used to have. Wasn't that cool? Oh, that was so neat. And, and it's all gone. And you know what? I'm glad it's gone. I really am. What would I do with it? All I would do is sit on a shelf or sit in a box. I would, maybe once or twice a year, oh, let's go through the box and go through my old junk. But it's just junk, and it's stuff I don't need. And 95% of the time, it's stuff that I don't care about, But there is that little moment. There's that little moment every now and then when maybe I can't sleep at night, and I'm just kind of, let me do a little tour of my old apartment, Oh, remember that, whatever happened to that? Oh, I threw that away. Oh, that one I trashed. That one I gave to my sister. That one I gave to Goodwill. That one I get, And I do kind of have withdrawal a little bit. I do not have any significant regrets about getting rid of all that stuff. I'm kind of glad it's gone. It's out of my life. And it was useless. It just sat there, and it was, it sat, a lot of that stuff sat in my storage locker for 3 years, and I just completely forgot about it. But I do sometimes think about it. And it's kind of like, I've given up drinking, or I've given up smoking, and every now and then you still want to drink or a smoke, or you want a hamburger, a big gloppy gooey hamburger with French fries. You still have that your brain is still wired for, having all that junk, and I know that, but I'm still, hey, I'm still happy. I really am. I feel like, and I still have that desire, even in my apartment now, to go through and get rid of stuff, because I still sometimes think I have too much stuff. But living simply, it's an interesting way to live. And it is a constant kind of a battle. You don't just suddenly switch to living simply and now you're a different person. Everybody, I think, has that kind of, there's a certain security about having stuff, some stuff, gives you sort of I don't know what that is. I'm not a hoarder. I don't need to pile up everything, but I don't know. I want more. I want more. I don't know. You probably understand that too, but I'm happy with where I am now, but it is funny how that I sometimes watch those old videos of my old apartment, and I go, golly gee, all that artwork on the walls, all those DVDs and CDs. Oh, my old stereo. I used to have this whole nice stereo system. I had a big screen, not a big screen TV, but I had a bunch of computers that I don't have, a bunch of huge, big desktop computers and sound system and a desk. I had a full-size desk that was wooden. Now my sister has it. I had a big bed, and I had a whole bunch of shelves and this and that, and a big map on the wall that was an antique, and it's still around, but I don't have it anymore. So anyway, I should go to my sister's place someday and say, I want it all back. Give me the desk back. Give me that big stone table back. I want it back. I want to go back into cluttering. The hell with living simply. And then what do I do? Then I'll immediately flip around. Oh, I got too much junk. I got to get rid of it. I don't know. Anyway, time to go into Wally World. Thanks for watching. You'll have a wonderful rest of your, whatever today is, vlog under.